Okay, this is my 38-week update. I'm losing track. Here's my belly set. My husband is asleep in the bedroom, so I don't have the mirror to tell me if I'm getting it all or not. On the side, I'm just gonna assume I am. Here's the front. I cannot even see my belly button. There it is. So, and I don't know if you can see it. Trying to get him to poke out a little bit. Usually, I am so lopsided you can tell right away. He's kind of right there, you can see. And there are feet. Ow. Never mind. I think I'm having Braxton Hicks contraction or something because my stomach's all hard. Oh. Okay. Moving on. Let's see. So I got the results from my last doctor's visit. I am positive for strep B. I asked them what that meant labor-wise, and they said don't take a whole long time coming in because they want to get me on antibiotics as soon as possible. And I said okay. Let's see. I will show you the nursery real quick because I think it's officially as done as it's going to get, besides the crib needing to be put together, but that I'm not worried about before the baby comes. You've seen most of it before. Oh, sorry. Newest thing I got today was my boppy pillow. I was starting to think I was never going to get one, but yeah. I don't know if I've shown you the inside of the crib stuff, the bedding. There's a dresser, changing table area, closet, and that is all my mother-in-law's stuff. And there's an extra base, an extra tub. You know, it's the green thing in the back is a stand, and the zebra goes on top of it and it bounces. And we have that one, which she's not going to be able to use for a while. That's my sister-in-law's suitcases. Okay, so let's see. Symptoms this week. I can't think of any really that come to mind right away. My mind's blank. I have been extremely tired. A lot more nesting. I think I lost my mucus plug. I don't know, like, definitively, but there have been some awkward looking pieces that... Anyways, let's see, what else? My Wednesday appointment. Well, I'll start with Tuesday. I'm trying to think when everything was, like... No, it was Wednesday. Wednesday morning, I went in, and I was only working a half day because my appointment was at 1:30. So I came in around 6, and I got like these really, really sharp pains, like extremely sharp, and it hurt. It didn't last very long. It would come and it's very bottom of my abdomen, and it would be like bad enough that my knees went weak, and I almost fell down. And I got 6 or 7 of those in like a 3-hour period. They weren't, I mean, it didn't seem like they were on any kind of regular schedule. It's just I would be standing there and all of a sudden it would be like stab, stab, stab. And it would hurt. Like at one point I went to the bathroom and I stood up and I got him, and like I was holding on. I felt like I was crawling up the bathroom stall because I was like grabbing at the wall trying to like hold on to anything to keep me up, and that one actually lasted a little longer. So when I had the appointment at 1:30, I came in and I told the nurse about it when she was checking my vitals and everything. And she said, well, you know, the doctor will be in here in a little bit, and I'll go ahead and tell her about it. And I was like, okay. And so, sorry, I'm a little out of breath. He's moved a little lower. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like he's moved a little lower. It doesn't really look like he's dropped, but he has definitely moved lower. Anyways, so she leaves, and then, you know, I've got my book with me, and I'm reading, and then she comes back a couple seconds later, and she's like, okay, well, the doctor wants to hook you up to fetal monitor, something, you know what they're called, I can't remember. Anyways, and she wants to go ahead and do another ultrasound, and I was like, okay, you know, I kind of wished I had Jeremy there, because, like, before I left, he had just gotten home, and I was like, hey, do you want to go? And he goes, I don't know, do you want me to go? And I was like, I don't see the point, because it's just going to be like one of the regular appointments. So he was like, alright, well, if it's not important, then I'm just going to go ahead and stay home. I'm probably going to take a nap. And I was like, alright, well, of course I get there and stuff starts happening, and, you know, it's just, even though they didn't seem like they were really concerned about it, like I told them, it stopped hours ago. It stopped by like 9 or 10. They were still, you know, I was still kind of nervous. They're like, is he moving okay? And it's like, oh yeah, he's moving great, you know. I never have a problem with him moving. He moves a lot, all the time. And so they're like, alright, well, you know, you'll be fine. We're just going to do this, and I'll come get you. And like, a couple minutes later, this other woman comes, and she's like, alright, well, I'm going to, we left the door open because it's really nice outside. Now we got flies in the house. And, yeah, she's like, alright, come with me, you know, we're going to go ahead and do the fetal monitor thing, and it's going to be 20 minutes, we're going to hook you up to it. So I went in there, and she asked if I'd ever had one before, and I told her no. And so she just had me lay down, you know, they did the contraction thing, and then they did the fetal thing, and his heartbeat was really cool. Like, I think at one point he got really jumpy and excited, bounced up to like 170, and then it dropped down to 130, and then it was at 150, and then it was back down to 130. For the most part, it stayed around 140 though, like average. But he was crazy. And she came back and looked at it, and she's like, wow, he's a really, you know, happy little baby in there. And I was like, yeah, sure. You know, I don't think he enjoys people poking in my stomach, because, oh crap, I don't have the ultrasound picture. I think it's just in the living room. I'll go get it in a second. Anyways, how much time do I have? I have about 2 minutes. Anyways, so she did that. She said it looked fine. I went and had the ultrasound, and I'm gonna tell you what, like, go get the picture. This might actually be 2 parts, because that's not the only thing that happened this week. They took me to go get my ultrasound, and that, here it is. Sorry, I've been cleaning stuff out, so my living room's kind of messy. I turned the couch over and cleaned underneath it. This is a grumpy picture, right? Yeah, it's a grumpy picture. Anyways, so she checked my fluids. She said they looked fine. She didn't weigh him again. She didn't think it was a big deal. I didn't either. And here's a picture of his face he got. And I'll probably show you this and then cut it off and start over. Like, sorry, it's kind of hard to see. He is not a very happy looking baby. Jeremy actually called him ugly. I don't think he's ugly. I think he's just a little pissy. I don't think he really enjoyed being played with as much as they enjoyed playing with him. And let's see. Stupid light. There's his mouth, his nose, and his eyes. And Jeremy could see this picture better. He's like, oh my gosh, he has a huge mouth, and look at his nose, it's humongous. And anyways, so yeah, and I think that's his hand or something. I can't really tell. But yeah, I have to see his feet and everything, and I will stop it here and start over.